What if Rengoku didn't lose his death battle against Akaza? How would the story change? Would the Demon Slayer Corps win the battle against Muzan, or would Rengoku be the cause of their defeat? Well, out of a million possibilities, I analyzed 3 logical ways the story would turn out, and maybe Akaza joins the Hashira in one. But first, what if Rengoku wasn't there at all? Theory 1. What if someone else was sent on the mission? Say, Mitsuri. Love Hashira Mitsuri has just won the battle against Enmu alongside Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu, but a greater foe appears, the demon Akaza. Akaza is literally Upper Moon 3, making him the 4th most powerful demon in the world. When he was fighting Rengoku, he wasn't exactly breaking a sweat or using full power against him. If he did, then Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke would have probably died alongside Rengoku. But even when using his full strength, the invincible Akaza has a kryptonite of his own making: women. Before Akaza was a demon, he was in love with a lady named Koyuki. This love was so strong that even when he turned into a demon, he upheld a principle to never kill or eat women. He's upheld the principle for many years, so as he takes his battle stance, smiling maniacally at Mitsuri, all he can do is nothing to harm the love Hashira. But there are males in sight, and Akaza can very much kill them. So Akaza whooshes past Mitsuri and aims a lethal punch at a weak and injured Tanjiro. Mitsuri acts very quick and slices Akaza's hand before it lands on Tanjiro's face, giving Tanjiro an avenue to dodge Akaza's punch that would have turned him into a donut. Impressed, Akaza smiles and offers Tanjiro and Mitsuri the option to be a demon, just like he did Rengoku. And before Tanjiro can turn down the offer, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Mitsuri rush to Tanjiro's side ready to fight. The trio stand their ground with Mitsuri serving as a shield. Akaza can't hurt Mitsuri, so he just goes after Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu. But with Mitsuri in the way, this makes it a bit harder for Akaza to land a death blow on Tanjiro. Despite the show of bravery and sheer might on the part of the Demon Slayers, the fight doesn't last for much longer, and Akaza finally lands death blows. The Upper Moon kills off the trio one by one, without breaking a sweat, and leaves behind 2 survivors: an injured Mitsuri and an oblivious Nezuko. With Tanjiro dead, the Demon Slayer storyline starts crumbling in on itself, but at least Rengoku is alive. Not only do key events play out without Tanjiro, Nezuko is left to live without Tanjiro to calm her down or make her remain a good demon. So, Tanjiro's death causes her to go berserk in full-blown demon mode, not sparing any human or demon in her way with one purpose in life: seek revenge for the death of her brother. Rengoku, on the other hand, lives on and keeps evolving into a formidable Hashira that eventually awakens his Demon Slayer mark. With Tanjiro dead, events play out differently. Like the Swordsmith Village arc would pretty much end differently, with Nezuko not realizing that she's immune to the sun. And in the Infinity Castle arc, during Gyu's fight against Akaza, Tanjiro wouldn't be there to save Gyu from Akaza's final blow mid-attack, causing Gyu to die. And finally, in the final battle between Muzan and the Demon Slayer Corps, the Demon Slayer Corps will hold it down, but without Tanjiro and Gyu holding Muzan down with all their might for Gyome to deliver the final blow, the battle ends in a devastating loss. So instead of putting an end to the demon's rule and permanently wiping out the demon race, Muzan wins and the demons take over the world. But what if Rengoku fought Akaza and won? Theory 2. Of course, the only way this would happen is if Rengoku awakened his Demon Slayer mark, unlocking incredible powers that pushed him far beyond his normal limits. The epic battle between Rengoku and Akaza is going down, and Rengoku, experiencing a state of extreme distress, his very survival resting in the palm of Akaza's fist, awakens his Demon Slayer mark with a roar. Upon awakening his mark, his physical strength and speed exponentially increases, helping him slay Akaza after a more intense battle than what we witnessed in Mugen Train. Due to this victory against Akaza, 2 things happen. First, there becomes an increase in the morale of the Demon Slayers and an outburst of hope to end all demons and bring the Demon Empire to an end. I mean, killing 2 Kizuki in one night is no joke. That's enough to make me fight all my demons. Secondly, while the morale of the Demon Slayers is at an all-time high, Muzan calls a meeting that is more intense than any meeting that he's ever had with his upper Kizuki. Yes, even more intense than the meeting you saw in Season 3. In this meeting, Muzan goes scorched earth on all Demon Slayers. So while hope is building on the good side, the bad side is cooking. I say let him cook. This meeting results in Doma finally going to the Swordsmith Village because Akaza, who would interrupt him from going, is now dead. and Doma tags along with Gyoko. Akaza dying at the hands of Rengoku means that Tanjiro has not lost his sword, and consequently, he has no reason to go to the Swordsmith Village. Tanjiro not being in the Swordsmith Village at that point in time causes a catastrophe that extinguishes the hope that burns in their hearts. The absence of Tanjiro leads to the death of everyone in the Swordsmith Village, including Mitsuri and Muichiro. Tanjiro also never finds Yorichi's legendary sword, thus he never goes one step further in unlocking his true potential. Also, Muzan does not find out about Nezuko's sunlight resistance. Not even Nezuko would know that she possesses such power. The loss of 2 Hashira makes up for the death of Akaza, Daki, and Gyutaro, and also Enmu, but Muzan wants more blood. He then uses the opportunity to end the Demon Slayer Corps. Seeing that 2 Hashira and 2 Upper Moon demons have been eliminated and the sword that would unlock Tanjiro's true potential remains undiscovered, the Demon Slayers and demons are now evenly matched. All roads lead to a great standoff. With pretty much everyone who plays a major role in the death of Muzan alive, the Sunrise Countdown arc happens canonically, and with Rengoku present, they even have an upper hand. Eventually, the battle ends with the Demon Slayer Corps winning and consequently putting an end to the demon's rule and permanently wiping out the demon race. We would be telling a different story if Akaza joined the Demon Slayers like Nezuko. Theory 3. If Akaza gave up the fight with Rengoku and decided to join the Demon Slayers like Nezuko, it would be a different story. But how different? You have to understand that this is the most unlikely possibility to happen, but you gotta hear this. The epic battle, Rengoku versus Akaza, is going down, and Akaza surrenders to Rengoku. Rengoku and Tanjiro are shocked, but end up hearing out the demon who just wants nothing to do with Muzan and especially the annoying Doma anymore. Muzan catches word of this and sends his best demons, Doma and Kokushibo, to eliminate Akaza for insubordination and to stop him from spreading delicate information. Akaza faces heat from all sides. On one side are angry demon slayers who want nothing more than to see him disintegrate, while on the other hand are his former friends coming for his head. As the tension and heat comes down on Akaza, the Hashiras get summoned to decide if it's a smart choice to let Akaza within them. This meeting leaves the Swordsmith Village completely defenseless, and everyone in the village ends up being killed by Gyoko and Hantengu. This act leaves the Hashiras no choice but to accept Akaza to aid them. The Swordsmith arc doesn't happen anymore, so fast forward to the Infinity Castle arc. Akaza's betrayal forces Muzan to open the gates to the Infinity Castle earlier, and because of this, Tanjiro doesn't get to train with all the Hashiras, leaving him weaker than he should be in the final battle. Giyu and Tanjiro no longer team up to fight Akaza, but they assist others at the Infinity Castle to fight. On the other hand, Rengoku along with Akaza make the fight tougher for the demons and easier for the Demon Slayer Corps. Tanjiro and his friends, Zenitsu and Inosuke, get a chance to finally train with the Flame Hashira during the Hashira training arc. Eventually, the Demon Slayers win the final fight. But it doesn't take as much effort as it's supposed to take had Rengoku died and Akaza never joined the Demon Slayers. The possibilities emerging from the fact that Rengoku didn't die are countless. Who knows what would have happened if he fought Akaza with another Hashira? Or even better, what if Rengoku fought Akaza alongside his daddy?